This is UN General Assembly session, and UNG, or United Nations General Assembly, or UNGA, is the season to the world leaders to gather in the UN headquarters to discuss world politics, national and international issues, polarization, world peace and prosperity, and other issues including SDGs, and also bilateral relationships between the countries and cross-border tensions, and also other international issues like protection of international rules-based order, and also protection and promotion of international treaties and other protocols and contracts and agreements between the governments and other and associations. So this in this UN General Assembly season, this is special for many other countries and very special for in regards to Bangladesh. This is very special because this is the first UN General Assembly season for the revolutionary interim government, which is formed after the revolution of 5th of August 2024. To the government of Bangladesh, it's led by Professor Dr. Muhammad Yunus, and he is leading an entourage of 57 persons, which includes the leaders of the student revolution, to discuss about the participation of Dr. Muhammad Yunus in the UN General Assembly, and I would love to discuss the background of the student revolution and frustration on his participation in this UN General Assembly, and also the work he is doing in this General Assembly, in his sideline activities. To shed some lights on the student revolution on 5th of August, I think, in short, the autocracy, the dictatorship, and the unruly ruling Awami League has ruled Bangladesh for more than 15 years, and it was the fourth term for dictator Sheikh Hasina in fourth row, when she started ruling for fourth term since January 2024, where there were no elections at all. The main leaders and opposition leaders all are from her own party. So this was a rigged election, like the rigged election of 2018 and 2014. And people were agitated by the oppressive regime of Sheikh Hasina during these 15 years because of mass atrocities, corruption, evictions, kidnapping, and extrajudicial killing, abduction of political oppositions, establishing illegal court system to try the political opponents, not to allow political opponents to speak, hijacking the freedom of speech, freedom of association, extreme level torture and other kind of illegal imposition on religious populations and religious groups who are not extremists, and also promoting an environment of vandalism and corruption, and also abuse of power. And also there are financial corruptions, including unemployment, and also mass extreme level inflation, which is not tolerable by the people of Bangladesh. And finally, the quota reform movement started by the students of different universities, which has been spread around the country, and it became a volcano which burnt down the dictator Sheikh Hasina. Finally, she fled Bangladesh on 5th of August in the midday to India with an airplane, a military cargo plane, with her sister. In the meantime, the Bangladeshi Armed Forces requested Professor Dr. Mahmoud Yunus to take the charge of the interim government, and Dr. Mahmoud Yunus, who is a Nobel laureate and founder of the famous Grameen Bank, which has led the world to 3 zeros. He was in Paris as a delegate and a leader of a Paris Olympic, where he was advocating for social business model, how young people can engage in empowerment of people and to eradicate poverty through sports activity. And he came back from Paris and took oath as the chief advisor of the interim government, and since then he is aided by a group of very expert, experienced, highly educated, enormously acclaimed as honest persons with integrity, with a track record of no corruption, no misdemeanors in their lives. So it's a wonderful group of advisors, and Professor Dr. Mahmoud Yunus is leading the team. Now, the frustrations on UN General Assembly. There are some rumors that the United Nations will not invite Professor Dr. Mahmoud Yunus, as he is not legitimately elected as the chief of the government or head of the government of Bangladesh, and as Sheikh Hasina and her party man has spread the rumor that Professor Dr. Mahmoud Yunus cannot take part in the UN General Assembly. On 26th of September, Sheikh Hasina will deliver her speech in the UN General Assembly. But the powerful young folk in Bangladesh, they are active in social media and in other media, and it's truly proof that Professor Dr. Mahmoud Yunus has led an entourage of 57 personals, including 3 leaders of the student revolution, to the headquarters of United Nations in the USA. The entourage is a very interesting thing. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has led, for the last time in the last year, has led more than 340 persons in her entourage, and even during COVID and post-COVID era, where there were provisions of cost reduction and austerity. During that time, Sheikh Hasina has led entourage of more than 150 persons with her, but Professor Dr. Mahmoud Yunus, when there is no declaration or decisions of austerity or no such crisis or like any pandemic like situations, but he has reduced his the number of his entourage number of delegations in his entourage to 57. It's a part of cost reduction widely practiced in the departments and ministries and departments of the government of Bangladesh. It's a very interesting thing, as he has visioned to reduce government reductions and also to channel the government expenditure to proper utilizations of funds for the benefit of the people. Now the activities he is doing in the UN General Assembly is very interesting. He is first of all he is leading the Bangladeshi delegations, which has been welcomed by overwhelmed congratulations by the foreign dignitaries, ministers, and delegations, and also the immigrants who are living in America and in the other parts of the world. Especially civil societies from around the globe has welcomed Professor Dr. Mahmoud Yunus, as he is an advocate of human rights, empowerment, women rights, child rights, and promotion of justice around the globe, and reduction of poverty around the globe. The other important point is heads of states has welcomed Professor Dr. Mahmoud Yunus with a great enthusiasm and overwhelming congratulations. There are some sideline activities performed by Professor Dr. Mahmoud Yunus and his entourage. The first line of activities he has done is sideline meetings with heads of states, including a meeting with President Joe Biden of USA, which is a success for him, as we as a country, as we believe in rules-based order and internationality, and as we are committed to promote world peace and prosperity around the globe, and as we are signatory of all international orders, treaties, so we have a responsibility to establish that we are aligning with expectations of the nations, and we are here and there everywhere to promote peace and prosperity around the globe, and we are supporting human rights issues and other SDG issues, and also we are promoting cross-border interests on the basis of international order, and we are not nesting any kind of threats for other nations in our lands. So the meeting with US President Joe Biden is a beacon for our country in terms of world-class leadership of USA in world scenario, and also in terms of ensuring channeling aids and other financial supports, and also other diplomatic support for the government of Bangladesh and for the people of Bangladesh. By side, Professor Dr. Mahmoud Yunus, the second kind of activities he is engaged in is to take part in advocacy initiatives for his government, and where he is receiving congratulations in different meetings, and also delivering his speech as the head of state in different functions, where he is legitimately and earnestly requesting international community to support the people of Bangladesh in terms of fighting poverty, and to fighting climate change impacts, and also to allow Bangladeshi people to work in different countries as a workforce, and also to establish bilateral relationships on the basis of respect, dignity, and complementarity in different areas. We are looking forward to listening to his speech in the UN General Assembly, but I think in the meantime he is also advocating for the revolution, and he is trying to convince the world leaders and civil societies in terms of the validity of his government, as this government is a different kind of government, and it's reflecting the power of the people and the mandate of the people, which has been bestowed upon him by the revolutionary forces, the forces which has evicted the dictator Sheikh Hasina and made her flee the country. So he is explaining to the world leaders his agenda for the country, and also his commitment to world peace and prosperity and international order. I think that's it. But one thing we have to keep it in mind, that Professor Dr. Muhammad Yunus is advocating for the revolution and for the people of Bangladesh, where he has given chance, allowed the leaders of the student revolution in different functions, like in one a program of Clinton Global Initiative KGI. He has introduced the leaders with President Bill Clinton and other dignitaries who are present in the function. And in other programs, he has also presented the ideas and the ideological standpoint of the revolution and the revolutionary government and expectation of the people, and also expectation of the government from the international community and the people, the Bangladeshi population who are living abroad, and their support is very crucial. He has mentioned again and again to the participants of different functions. So he's kind of advocating the interests of Bangladesh, and kind of restlessness we have seen in him and the delegations. We expect that the delegations will come back to Bangladesh with a great fruit, and let's wait for his UN General Assembly speech, and so that we can understand what his agenda for Bangladesh, and as how he wants to see Bangladesh in world stage.